Imagine for a moment that you are divine architects, capable of constructing not only your own destiny but erecting an entire world with the foundations of your faith. Does this seem like an outlandish idea? Prepare yourselves, for you are about to embark on a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about the power of belief and the nature of reality itself. Esteemed seekers of truth and builders of dreams, welcome to this transformative exploration of one of the most revolutionary concepts proposed by the visionary Neville Goddard in his work Your Faith is Your Fortune. Today, we will delve into the depths of Chapter 9, titled The Cornerstone, a text that promises to shake the foundations of our understanding of faith, consciousness, and the creative power that resides within each of us. Goddard challenges us with a bold proclamation, quoting Paul's words in 1 Corinthians 3 verses 10 to 13, "Let each one take care how he builds upon the foundation already laid, which is Jesus Christ. If anyone builds on this foundation using gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, or straw, their work will be shown for what it is." But what does this architectural metaphor truly mean in the context of our life and our reality? Allow me to share a personal experience that illustrates the transformative power of this concept. Some years ago, I found myself trapped in a cycle of failures and disappointments. Every project I undertook seemed to crumble, every relationship deteriorated, and my health was in decline. It was as if I were building my life on quicksand, unable to find solid ground. It was then that I discovered Neville Goddard's teachings and his concept of the cornerstone. At first, I confess I was skeptical. How could my mere consciousness be the foundation of all my reality? Weren't external circumstances, genes, the economy, the true architects of my destiny? However, driven by a mixture of desperation and curiosity, I decided to immerse myself in this philosophy. I began to practice what Goddard called the law of assumption. Instead of struggling against my external circumstances, I started to assume the state of consciousness of the person who already had everything I desired. I imagined myself living in abundance, enjoying perfect health, experiencing harmonious relationships. Initially, the gap between my current reality and my desired state seemed insurmountable. But I persisted, remembering Goddard's words, "Consciousness is the foundation, the basis of all expression." Gradually, like the dawn dispelling the shadows of night, I began to notice changes in my external reality. Opportunities one had previously overlooked started to manifest. My health improved without apparent explanation. Relationships that were once tense became more harmonious. And most amazingly, my perception of the world and myself underwent a radical transformation. I began to see each challenge not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to reaffirm my new consciousness. This personal metamorphosis leads us to a fundamental question: how does this process of building our reality from our consciousness really work? Goddard offers us a revolutionary perspective. Man moves in a world that is nothing more or less than his consciousness objectified. Let us reflect on the depth of this statement. How many times have we blamed external circumstances, other people, or fate for our problems? Goddard invites us to see that everything we experience is a reflection of our own consciousness. But how can we apply this principle in the tumult of our daily life? Goddard offers us practical guidance. Recognize the power of your consciousness. Understand that your consciousness is the true source of all your experience. Question your current beliefs. Identify the limiting beliefs that have been shaping your current reality. Assume the desired state. Instead of struggling against your circumstances, assume the consciousness of already being the person you wish to be. Feel the reality of your fulfilled desire. Ask yourself, how would I feel if my desire were already realized, and dwell in that feeling. Persist in your new consciousness. Maintain your new consciousness, even when external appearances seem to contradict it. Let me share another story that illustrates the power of this approach. I met a man named Charles, an entrepreneur who had struggled for years with a series of financial failures. Charles discovered Goddard's teachings and decided to apply them to his situation. Instead of obsessing over his debts and financial problems, Charles began to assume the state of consciousness of a successful and prosperous entrepreneur. Every morning, he asked himself, how would I feel if I were already financially free? And he allowed himself to immerse in that feeling of abundance and security. At first, Nothing seemed to change on the physical plane. His debts were still there, his businesses were still struggling. But Charles persisted in his new consciousness. Gradually, he began to notice subtle changes. Innovative ideas started to emerge in his mind. Business opportunities he would have previously overlooked began to present themselves. And most surprisingly, his attitude towards money and business completely transformed. In less than a year, Charles's businesses had not only recovered but were flourishing like never before. When I asked him what the secret of his success was, he replied with a serene smile, "I learned that my consciousness is the true cornerstone of my reality. When I changed my consciousness, my entire world changed to reflect it." This story leads us to a fundamental truth: our external reality is a perfect reflection of our internal consciousness. As Goddard reminds us, forget the mirror and change your face. Leave the world alone and change your conceptions of yourself. But what happens when we face seemingly insurmountable problems or circumstances that seem beyond our control? Goddard offers us a revolutionary perspective. No matter what your problem is, how long it has persisted or how impossible its solution seems, accepting the idea that it is only a reflection of your inner world and modifying your self-concept, in an incredibly short time you will end that problem and won't even remember that it once existed in your life. This approach may seem simplistic, even naive in the face of life's real challenges. Our conditioned mind screams at us that we need external action, practical solutions, tangible resources. But Goddard reminds us that all these things are secondary to our state of consciousness. The true action, the most powerful, occurs in the realm of our imagination and our faith. Now, I invite you to reflect: what cornerstone have you been using to build your reality? Are your current thoughts and beliefs the solid foundations on which you want to erect your life? Imagine for a moment that you have the power to rewrite the script of your existence, not through the manipulation of external circumstances, but through a change in your consciousness. What reality would you create if you truly believed that your consciousness is the basis of all expression? Because, in reality, that power already resides within you. As Goddard reminds us, "I am the light of the world," John 8 verse 12. This is not a statement of arrogance, but a recognition of the vastness of our inner being, which is one with the source of all creation. This is the essence of your faith is your fortune. It's not about blind faith in external circumstances, but a deep recognition of the creative power of our consciousness. It's the understanding that we are the architects of our reality, and that through our consciousness, we can build a world that reflects our highest ideals. Dear reality builders, as we conclude this journey of discovery, I invite you to reflect on these eternal truths. What reality are you building with your current consciousness? What world could you create if you truly recognized your consciousness as the cornerstone of your existence? Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Each of you is a divine architect, capable of building a reality of beauty, abundance, and harmony. By embracing this truth, by living from the recognition of your creative power, you not only transform your own lives but contribute to the elevation of all humanity. So I ask you, are you ready to assume your role as divine architects of your reality? Are you willing to use your consciousness as the cornerstone upon which you will build a life of wonder and fulfillment? The moment is now. The choice is yours. May the light of your true self illuminate your path, and may the wisdom of Neville Goddard resonate in the depths of your being. Always remember, you are the creators of your reality, the architects of your destiny. Live from that truth and watch as magic unfolds in every aspect of your existence. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. May your days be filled with unwavering faith, and may your creative consciousness shine in all its splendor. Until our next encounter, dear fellow travelers on this great adventure we call life. Remember, your faith is your fortune, and your consciousness is the cornerstone upon which you can build a life of miracles and wonders. To further enrich our understanding of Goddard's teachings and their transformative power, let's explore two additional subtopics that are closely related to the original text's essence. The first subtopic we'll delve into is the quantum nature of consciousness. Recent advancements in quantum physics have revealed fascinating insights into the nature of reality that align remarkably well with Goddard's teachings about the power of consciousness to shape our reality. At the quantum level, particles exist in a state of superposition, meaning they can be in multiple states simultaneously until they are observed. This phenomenon, known as the observer effect, suggests that consciousness plays a crucial role in shaping reality. In essence, our thoughts and intentions may be collapsing the wave function of possibilities into specific experiences. This understanding adds a new dimension to Goddard's concept of consciousness as the cornerstone of our reality. When we assume a new state of consciousness, we may be interacting with the quantum field of possibilities, influencing which reality we experience. This aligns with Goddard's assertion that our consciousness is the foundation of all expression. To apply this quantum perspective to our practice of conscious reality creation, embrace uncertainty, recognize that multiple possibilities exist simultaneously. Your desired reality is one of these possibilities. Focus on feeling. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles can be connected regardless of distance. Similarly, by feeling the reality of your desired state, you may be entangling yourself with that possibility. Persist in your assumption. Just as repeated observations can influence quantum outcomes, persistent assumption of your desired state may increase the likelihood of it manifesting. Detach from current circumstances. Understanding the fluid nature of reality at the quantum level can help you detach from the apparent solidity of your current situation. The second subtopic we'll explore is the neuroplasticity of belief. Neuroscience has shown that our brains are remarkably plastic, capable of forming new neural pathways throughout our lives. This neuroplasticity provides a scientific basis for understanding how the practice of assuming a new state of consciousness can literally reshape our minds and, consequently, our experiences. When we practice Goddard's teachings, particularly the concept of living in the end, we're not just engaging in wishful thinking. We're actually creating new neural pathways that can influence our perceptions, decisions, and actions. The more we practice assuming our desired state, the stronger these neural pathways become, making it easier for us to maintain this new state of consciousness. This understanding can enhance our practice in several ways. Consistency is key. Regular practice of assuming your desired state strengthens the associated neural pathways. Engage multiple senses. The more senses you engage in your imagination, the more areas of the brain you activate, creating a richer neural network associated with your desired reality. Emotional intensity matters. Strong positive emotions associated with your imagined state can enhance neuroplasticity, making the new pathways more resilient. Be patient. Just as it takes time for new neural pathways to form and strengthen, it may take time for your new state of consciousness to fully manifest in your external reality. Monitor your habitual thoughts. Be aware that your current reality is supported by existing neural pathways. Consciously redirect thoughts that don't align with your desired state. By integrating these scientific perspectives with Goddard's teachings, we can approach the practice of conscious reality creation with a deeper understanding of why and how it works. We're not just changing our thoughts, we're reshaping our brains and potentially influencing the quantum fabric of reality itself. Remember, as Goddard teaches, you are the operant power in your world. Your consciousness, informed by these scientific insights, becomes an even more powerful cornerstone for creating the life you desire. Trust in the process, persist in your practice, and watch as your inner world shapes your outer reality in ways that may seem miraculous, but are indeed based on the fundamental nature of consciousness and reality itself. As we conclude this expanded exploration, I invite you to reflect on the profound implications of these insights. How might your life change if you fully embraced the idea that your consciousness is the cornerstone of your reality? What world could you create if you consistently aligned your thoughts and feelings with your deepest desires? Consider the ripple effect of this practice. As you elevate your own consciousness through the assumption of your desired state, you're not just transforming your individual reality. You're contributing to the collective consciousness of humanity. Each time you choose to embody a higher state of being, you're adding to the quantum field of possibilities for all of us. Imagine a world where more and more people understand and apply these principles. A world where we collectively recognize our consciousness as the cornerstone of our shared reality. The potential for positive change is truly limitless. So I encourage you to take this knowledge and put it into practice. Start each day by consciously choosing the state of consciousness from which you want to operate. Throughout your day, be mindful of your thoughts and feelings, consistently aligning them with your desired reality. When faced with challenges, remember that you have the power to reframe your experience through the lens of your chosen consciousness. And most importantly, be patient and compassionate with yourself as you embark on this journey. Remember that you're rewiring years of habitual thinking and reshaping the very fabric of your reality. It's a process, and every step you take is valuable.